Well, it started again. That's a good sign. Just gonna get the combine out today. It's all getting close to bean harvest. There's no rush yet. We just had 5 to 6 inches of rain. Shut up. 5 to 6 inches of rain over the past couple days here, so. But I'm gonna clean it up a bit, change a few settings, look over it a little bit, see what needs to be done. Monday, Case is supposed to be coming out again. Stoltz from Lamar, I believe, and there have a few things that they want to fix on it. But yeah, so it is going to be go time. Here's a yucky job. Just draining the engine oil out of the combine. You see that hose there? It goes up and up and up and up underneath the engine up there. And there's a valve like that one that you just twist, and then it drains down the hose to the bottom there, which is super handy because it would really spray all over the place if it didn't do that. So that's very nice. It's a good design. Been working on the combine all day, really. Getting it ready for bean harvest. Excuse me. Had a few worn chains, some worn bushings. Oh. This is what you call a clean grain elevator. So the grain gets threshed out in the combine, and then it gets augered across to here, and then it gets dragged up there, up to the bin. We had quite a bit of work on that elevator there. So all of a sudden the day is almost over. After a parts run or two, time flies. Here are the filters I gotta put on yet. This one's engine, and these are 3 hydraulic filters. That one I already used. There's the fuel filters I changed. Okay. Now I got these parts. This thing goes underneath the clean grain elevator I was just showing you. And those things are covers underneath too. Those are solid. Those get used for clean grain. Up there I got the exact same things. You see they got holes in them. The reason we use those for corn and beans, so if you're doing wheat, it might be like that size and it could easily fall through those holes. But corn and beans, they're that big, they won't fall through the holes. And especially beans, you'll have more dirt in the machine. So having the holes there, it allows some of that dirt to fall out and not stay in the grain. That's the theory anyway. I'm going to put those on now while I wait for the oil to drain. A little bit dusty. Blowing the combine filter out here. I only did weight with it, but it's still yuck. Rolling out the driveway. Shut up. First day of bean combining. Ooh, that thing better not get much bigger. I'm already way over on the lawn. Oh, be quiet. GPS doesn't like being in the trees. I know. Now still shut up. Okay, let's go. We're getting there. This is not the field, but that one's almost ready to go. Driving a combine with no weight on the front end is rough. They get very bouncy. The leaves are turning. Yeah, fall is here. Bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce. I really don't want to meet anybody right here. There's just not that much extra room. But so far so good. Oh, would you look at that? The dust is flying. Hey, hey. Going about 3.5 miles an hour. It's the first field, 13 acres or so. I'm just about done. Boy, gotta get used to running beans again. It's completely different than the wheat was, but it's still fun when it works. Oh, that's no good. I don't entirely know what happened, but it looks like this white filter here, when I changed that one the other day, I must not have tightened it quite enough. And it backed off, blew the seal, sprayed oil everywhere. And so I'm majorly low on oil, and I had to get a new filter, which is right there. So I'm going to change that, put oil in, and see if anything's broken. Well, after putting 50 liters of oil and a new filter on it, we are going again. The dust is flying. This is a 40-acre field, of which I've done about 12 acres of, so I should get it done tonight yet, hopefully. We'll find out. I'm cutting everything on an angle. I'll show you when we turn around. I don't know if you can see that really. No, not yet. They're all really kind of laying down. That thing over there is a big fan, and all the little points inside the spinny thing there, those are little ports where air blows out to help the beans get blown onto the header. This is the theory. Yeah, they're all leaning that one way. So in order to try to combat that, I'm cutting across corner. Just seems to pick up a little bit better. I seem to be able to go about 3.5 miles an hour with the 35-foot head on here. Just got my 3/4 alarm, so it's full. It's doing a beautiful job today because everything's dry. I definitely have to thank the mechanic from Stoltz, Elmira there. He did an awesome job getting this thing going, even though we had some last minute repairs. He worked on the header and set it all up, and it is working like a dream. It also helps that the ground's dry, but even so, it's working really well. So we got a couple acres left, but we've also done some already. The guys just finished that sorghum, apparently, and moved another 40 kilometers down the road where they're going to chop some corn tomorrow. Tomorrow being Saturday. Does that make it October 2nd? Something like that. Itchy. One stupid fly. There's always one. I hate those things. So they were able to finish that today. It took them a while, but they did get done. So I didn't go with them today because I finished getting the combine ready and have been going at this. So yeah, lots of fun. Here's the yield monitor. Oysters 13.8. I've seen 13.6. And the yield's not great. It's not terrible. I'll be dumping again as soon as I get to the end here. It gets a little bit greener as I get to this side of the field, so it takes more power to get it through. Yeah. Instead of 3.5 miles an hour, I can only go 3. You see my engine loads there is in the 90s. You don't want it up at 100, but you don't want it below 80 or you're not going fast enough for the machine to work properly. Whoops. Yeah, there's just some green leaves in here. It's going to be a little harder to get through. Alright, I got a dump. So I push this button, and soon there'll be an auger coming out too. There's the auger. Throttle down, turn the head off, turn the separator, or the main part of the combine. That does all the threshing off. Don't hit the hydro post. Get blinded by the sunlight. Probably won't quite all fit into these two wagons, but let's give it a shot. And my windows get dirty quick. That button turns the auger on, and I'm just about... Shut up. Sensors all over the place. I just idle when I'm filling so I don't end up spilling a lot. That's full enough. I'll rev it out a bit. I don't want to open my door either because the dust is blowing this way. Had enough dust in the carburetor today. And the sun's just in a bad spot, so not much I can do about the sun, I'm afraid. Alright, those two wagons are full. I had to bring my pickup here. You can see the pails are what were full of oil in the back. Alright, I gotta get lined up to the other wagons. Now we're unloading wide open. Yay. Alright, I think it's time to park the tractor for a day. Oh man. It's ready for them to make feed in the morning. It is 12:57. And I was hauling solid manure. Vaguely gross, but it's gotta be done. Yeah. I was only doing it in the dark. There isn't that much that you can see really. So I didn't video any of it. And the combine is still down. There's a bearing out in the drive pulley for the chopper. So hopefully Case has a bearing and can get it in before the dew dries off tomorrow. Hey! Left me in the dark. And then hopefully there isn't much dew either. Hopefully I could be going before noon or by noon and maybe stomp out some more acres. I've got 70 acres I could do, which is a tall order for one day, but it's possible. I don't know though. Today I didn't. I think I got what, 30 acres done, I think. So that's not what I wanted. Ew. Poop. Well, anyway, time for me to go to bed. We'll talk to you in the morning. This tank and motor is for a new piece of equipment we got coming. Well, new to us. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I've always wanted that specific piece of equipment. So I guess we'll have to wait and see when it shows up here. This has honestly not been going the best. I had this filter come loose yesterday. Sprayed oil everywhere. It lost 40 liters in about a minute. And then I was going properly again to about 15 acres. And things came to, well, not to a stop, but started vibrating like crazy. 3 belts jumped off here. And that bearing looks a little dilapidated. It's supposed to be full of those balls in there. And the service guy can't come out today because it's Saturday. And he's on a call somewhere else in the wrong direction. We have no idea how to take that apart. So this could be a fun day yet. At least the sun's shining.
You didn't try to put pressure on it? That's good.
And I'm on a parts run. The parts guy from Exeter was nice and met me halfway, so we both had to go 20 minutes instead of me driving 40 minutes one way. That's all I needed. Hopefully by the time I get back, the tech from Stoltz is there, and we'll see if we ruined anything else with our pulling and prying and heating, and maybe we'll actually get something combined today. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood to knock on. I was duct taping around the bottom there this spring because the weed was leaking out a bit.
Oh yeah.
I didn't actually quite have it tight for wheat, but the beans don't seem to be coming out, so.
And corn won't. You'll probably get another season. I don't know that those things there. That was rounded all the way around and it's worn down that bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's still the original, but
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like it's working as hard either, so they must have got something right.
Yep. Oh, I need to clean that window.